Right, hello, welcome back to the channel. I thought I'd do a quick update on the Aprilia. If you see my last videos, I put a video on with the cylinder. I was having problems. It had worn the cylinder, well, it had worn the actual piston. It wasn't running right. I eventually bought a Mitaka 140 cylinder, so put that on, put the carb on, everything. Then that nearly seized up as well. This video, I say, I'm on my dinner break, so I thought I'd do a quick video, so it might be a bit rambling, but yeah, it nearly seized up, but there was loads of splurge coming out. It was like running rich. Well, it was giving the symptoms of running rich, but at the same time the temperature was getting high, so it was giving a sort of impression it was running lean as well, and it was doing my head in. I just couldn't work out what was wrong with it, and so I completely stripped it apart, and I actually found out what's wrong. And what it is, it was the choke. The choke, the plunger, wasn't pushing all the way to the bottom, so it was stuck half open, which would explain why when I was messing with the the air mixture screw, it wasn't really doing anything, because the choke was on. It was making it that rich that screw was doing nothing. So what the symptoms of that is, if your choke's stuck on, it used to start on the button, cold mornings, -1, it'd start straight on the button. And the reason being is because the choke was half on, so it's giving it a rich mixture. But the problem with that is, what was happening, because it was so rich, once it got up to temperature, it was that rich that it washes the oil. The two-stroke oil that's going into the cylinder, it washes it out, so you get loads of splurge. And then because it washes it out, you get extra friction, which makes the engine get hot. So I figured it out, put it on, it was running fine. Then I lifted the tank, and because the fuel pipe was too tight, it pulled the carb to one side and tore the intake manifold, the rubber manifold. It tore it. So then I had to put the 28mm carb back on, and because that was set up for the old 125, that wasn't running right either. So I stuck a 130 jetted it up, made it a bit richer, and that's running okay now. But yeah, this video was just a quick update. If you're getting them sort of symptoms that I was having, you get loads of splurge. It'll start on the button every time. The only one thing that I have still getting, it's kind of, I can't get to the bottom of it, is compression. It seems like it's still got low compression. It's only around about 100 psi, but it's running perfect. So I don't know what that is. I've not measured the squish, so whether the squish is too high, but apparently even having a high squish wouldn't make that much difference. It should be around about 140, 150. But I've got the new Mitaka head on now, so I'm going to give it about 2 weeks. Let the rings bed in. The only thing I can think is that one of the rings might be sticking. So if your ring sticks in the groove, then you're going to lose compression, because it's not sealing properly. But I'll give it about 2 weeks. See how it gets on. So this video was just, like I say, look at a bit of an update. If you are getting them symptoms of loads of splurge, starts off the button, and then the engine starts getting hot, then yeah, check your choke, see if your choke's getting stuck. See, because it's not a premix, it's got, it's an auto lube. Where the choke is, that's just raw petrol going in there. There's no oil. So, there's no oil in there to actually lubricate the choke plunger. So So it is worth checking out now and again. Say, I've actually bought a different choke now. I bought one of the plunger sort where it's just like a lever on the top, pull it up and down. I didn't bother with the one on the handlebar. And since I put that on, before the manifold ripped, it was running perfect. So anyway, it's a quick update. Once I get the 34mm back on there, I'll do a video of it running. I'll actually put a camera on the handlebars. I'll take it down the road as well. I've noticed putting the 28 back on, it doesn't seem, it's still got the power band, but it's nowhere near as powerful as when I've got the 34 on. I mean, I've got the 34, Delauto 34 on there. My jetting is gone back to a 160 main, and I've got a B40 pilot. I'm using the K25 needle instead of the K57. K57, you get a bit of spluttering between 5,000 and 6,000. You do on mine anyway. And when you put the K25 needle in, it gets rid of that. It's already had the mod on the ECU, you know, you chop out the back. It's already had that done. And so yeah, putting the 28 on makes a massive difference. It runs nicely with the 28. I'll say compared to the 34 really gives it extra top end power. Anyway, thanks for watching. Until next time. Bye.